We do have French toast skits. Yeah. You want to grab yourself a little plate? Yeah. Sorry about the little plates. We got bigger plates coming in just a second. Yeah.
Where'd the flyers go?
Right, so all we're trying to do is make sure that the people out here are not going to freeze to death, that they know somebody cares about them. It's about helping, right? And so there doesn't need to be this police. I mean, this does not need to happen.
That's him.
The bigger plates all coming, okay?
Food station!
Our station!
Food station!
Our station!
Food station!
Our station! Our station!
We need to respect the dignity and full humanity of everyone in the state, and we have to do better, and we can. I'm here because I believe this is possible. Gathering today is a really important first step, and we call on New Jersey Transit to recognize that they're stewards of public space, and that all members of our community deserve access to this space.
If it's the noise complaint, if it's the music, we can back off that. My point is that it's never gotten rowdy, it's never gotten out of control, nobody's ever gotten arrested, nobody's ever been disruptive or vandalized, everyone's always picking up. So that's our side, and then this side is that a month ago, we were all of a sudden disallowed because we needed a permit that doesn't exist. That you even said, like, there's no permit that we can actually get for this.
When homeless people are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back!
When homeless people are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back!
When homeless people are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back!
When homeless people are
solve
under
homelessness
attack,
by
what do
doing
you
that?
do?
Stand up, fight back!
Do it.
Power to the people. No one is illegal.
But
Power to the people.
this ministry,
No one is illegal. Power to the people. No one is illegal. Power to the people.
That is why we have to fight. Housing is a human right. That is why we have to fight. Housing is a human right. That is why we have to fight.
We have First Amendment rights. The First Amendment rights. The First Amendment rights is the freedom of expression, no matter what your religious group is to give food, to give clothing, however you express yourself. So if someone don't have no shoes, you have the right to give them a pair of shoes. If someone don't have no food, you have the right to give them some food.
Show me what solidarity.
I mean, all we're doing is showing up to where they are. Right? So if we're going to show up to where they are, so if we're going to show up,
So they don't, well, I know they have teeth, but they don't.
what?
I myself have been chronically homeless before. As I've been chronically homeless before, I slept right there in that elevator. I slept in parking decks. I slept on Rutgers campus. I slept everywhere. However, it's inhumane. I would not be alive today if it wasn't for these people around me. If it wasn't for the homeless, it wasn't for the Rutgers community, some of the churches, and some other faith groups to help me out.
But what happens is, if you get people here, okay, we don't offer social service.
Correct.
Okay? So they kind of get, not you're doing it.
Right upstairs was the original shelter. Then there was 20 people sleeping in there. Then they kicked us out. Then when I came home, I came back here. I was trying to go home. Right around the corner was 7 people sleeping in the elevator. That's inhumane.
It's not us feeding them that's keeping them here. They're showing up here, like you said, for other reasons, right? So if we're going to strategically, serve this population, we want to know how we can do that. Because we've never been disallowed this before.
People living under bridges, there's people living in cemeteries. The people who build this city do back-breaking work every week, do not have money to provide shelter for themselves. So they're building shelter for rich people. They're building shelter for people who don't give a shit about this city. They're building shelter for companies that get tax abatements, don't have to pay taxes, don't pay for schools, don't pay for roads, don't pay for public transportation. And they are living in the cold. And now they moved through Walter's work, through Shiloh's work, Code Blue. The temperature was raised from 20 degrees to 25 and 32 degrees, and now they've lowered it back to 20 degrees. How can we live in a city that will not provide shelter for people unless it is 20 degrees outside? That is disgusting.
Shame. You're right.
Communities are coming together, like tonight. The community came together to protest something disgusting. The city doesn't even give a shit to let someone to hand out food. When communities are coming together and providing mutual aid and working really hard and trying to help each other, this is what the city does. And I think it's amazing that everyone is coming out and fighting back, because that's what we have to do. We have to be there for each other.
Yeah.